Hello everyone, in this video we are going to study about breakdown in gases. Most of the electrical apparatus use air as insulating medium, and in a few cases other gases such as nitrogen, carbon dioxide, freon, sulfur hexafluoride are also used. The electrical discharges in gases are of two types. They are non-sustaining discharges and self-sustaining types. The maximum voltage applied to the insulation at the moment of breakdown is called breakdown voltage. The electrical discharge in gas is of two types, non-sustaining discharges and self-sustaining discharges. The transition of non-sustaining discharge into self-sustaining discharge causes breakdown in gas. It is also called as spark breakdown caused due to ionization. Let us study about ionization process. A gas acts as insulator at normal stage. On applying high voltage between two electrodes immersed in a gaseous medium, the gas becomes a conductor and an electrical breakdown occurs. The process primarily responsible for breakdown of gases are ionization by collision, photoionization, secondary ionization process, which includes electron emission due to positive ion impact, electron emission due to photon, electron emission due to metastable and neutral atoms. And the fourth type is electron attachment process. Let us study about ionization by collision. In this process, free electron collides with a neutral gas molecule and gives rise to a new electron and a positive ion. The equation can be given as E minus, that is electron, plus A atom when bombarded with energy epsilon greater than Vi, we get E minus plus A plus E minus, where E minus are electrons and A plus is positive ion. Let us have a look at this diagram. Consider a low pressure gas column in which electrical field E is passed across two parallel electrodes. Then any electron starting at cathode will be accelerated more and more between collisions with each other gas molecules during its travel towards anode. If energy epsilon gained during this travel between collision exceeds ionization potential Vi, which is the energy required to dislodge an electron from its atomic shell, then ionization takes place. This ionization can be caused due to ultraviolet radiations falling on a cathode plate. The second type of ionization is photoionization. When an atom or molecule absorbs radiation exceeding its ionization potential, then photoionization occurs, the process by which radiation are absorbed by atom or molecule. It is caused in two ways: excitation of atom to a higher energy state, continuous absorption by direct excitation of atom, or dissociation of diatomic molecule or direct ionization. It can be stated by equation lambda less than equal to C into H upon Vi, where H is Planck's constant, C is velocity of light, lambda wavelength of incident radiation, and Vi is ionization energy of atom. The third type of ionization is secondary ionization process. It is caused by secondary electrons produced from ionization by collision and photoionization. It is classified into three. First, electron emission due to positive ion impact. If total energy, that is sum of kinetic energy and ionization energy of positive ion approaching a metallic cathode is greater than twice the work function of metal, then one electron will be ejected and second electron will be neutralized the atom in ion. Probability of this process is measured by gamma I, called Townsend's secondary ionization coefficient due to positive ions. Gamma I increases with ion velocity and is defined as net yield of electrons per incident positive ion. The second type is electron emission due to photons. Energy of photon of ultraviolet light of suitable frequency can cause an electron to escape from a metal. The equation for frequency can be stated as nu is equal to psi upon h, where psi is work function of metallic electrode. The incident radiation has greater kinetic energy of emitted electron depending on threshold frequency that lies in the far ultraviolet region of electromagnetic radiation spectrum. The third type is electron emission due to metastable and neutral atoms. Electrons can be ejected from metal surface by the impact of excited metastable atoms or molecules whose lifetimes is large, that is 10 to the power minus 3 seconds, provided their total energy is sufficient to overcome work function. And the last classification under ionization is electron attachment process. Collisions in which electrons may become attached to atoms or molecules in order to form negative ions. It depends on energy of electron and nature of gas. It can be stated as atom plus electron plus K, which gives negative atomic ion, plus Ea plus K. Let us study about tungsten's current growth. The arrangement here shows a setup for studying tungsten's discharge. Let us assume that N0 electrons are emitted from cathode when one electron collides with a neutral particle. A positive ion and electron are formed. This is called as ionization collision. Let alpha be the average number of ionizing collisions made by an electron per centimeter travel in the direction of the field. At any distance x from cathode, the number of electrons nx can be produced. When these nx electrons travel a further distance dx, they give rise to a nx dx. At x is equal to 0, nx is equal to n0, where we can rearrange the equation as dnx upon dx is equal to anx, or nx is equal to n0 exponential ax. When the number of electrons reaching anode can be replaced by x is equal to d. So the equation becomes nd is equal to n naught exponential x alpha d. The number of electrons created can be stated as exponential alpha d minus 1 is equal to nd minus n naught upon n naught. The average current in the gap is given by I is equal to I naught exponential alpha d, where I naught is the initial current at cathode. Let us study about current growth in the presence of secondary process. The probability of amplification of electrons, that is exponential alpha d, in the field increases, causing further avalanche. The other mechanisms causing new electrons liberate in gap are: positive ions liberated have sufficient energy to cause liberation of electrons from cathode when they imping on it. Excited atoms or molecules in avalanche may emit photons, and this will lead to emission of electron due to photoemission. Metastable particles may diffuse back, causing electron emission. The electrons produced by these processes are called as secondary electrons. The following Townsend's procedure for current growth are: let n naught dash be number of secondary electron produced due to secondary gamma process, n naught double dash be total number of electrons leaving the cathode. So we can state that n naught double dash is equal to n naught plus n naught dash. The total number of electron n reaching anode becomes n is equal to n naught double dash exponential alpha d, which is equal to, replacing n naught double dash, n naught plus n naught dash exponential alpha d. N naught dash is equal to gamma into n minus n naught plus n naught dash. So this becomes n is equal to n naught exponential alpha d upon 1 minus gamma exponential alpha d minus 1. So the equation for current can be given as I is equal to I naught exponential alpha d upon 1 minus gamma into exponential alpha d minus 1. The Townsend's criterion for breakdown is given here. The total average current in a gap before breakdown is given by I is equal to I naught into exponential alpha d upon I minus gamma exponential alpha d minus 1. As distance between electrode d is increased, the denominator of the equation tends to 0. At critical distance, when d is equal to ds, 1 minus gamma exponential alpha d minus 1 is equal to 0 can be stated as gamma exponential alpha d minus 1 is equal to 1. Exponential alpha d is very large, so this can be rewritten as exponential alpha d is equal to 1. For a given gap spacing and at a given pressure, the voltage V gives value of alpha and gamma satisfying breakdown criterion, which is called as spark breakdown voltage Vs, and ds distance is called sparking distance. The Townsend mechanism explains breakdown phenomena only at low pressure of 1000 torr centimeter and below. Let us study about experimental determination of coefficients of alpha and gamma. The experimental arrangement is shown here. The electrode system consists of two uniform field electrodes. The electrode system is placed in an ionization chamber, which is either a metal chamber made of chromium plated mild steel or stainless steel, or a glass chamber. The electrodes are usually made of brass or stainless steel. The chamber is evacuated to a very high vacuum of order 10 to the power minus 4 to 10 to the power minus 6 torr. Then it is filled with desired gas and flushed several times till all the residual gases and air are removed. The high voltage electrode is connected to the DC supply voltage of 2 to 10 kilovolt rating. The low voltage electrode consists of central electrode connected to a electrometer amplifier, which measures current of 10 to the power minus 14 to 10 to the power minus 8 amp. The guard electrode is directly grounded. The pressure inside the chamber is adjusted such that a few torr depending on gap separation and left for about half an hour for the gas to fill the chamber uniformly. The cathode is irradiated using ultraviolet lamp kept outside the chamber. The UV radiation produces initiatory electrons N0 by photoelectric emission. The DC voltage is supplied, and when voltage is low, the current pulses start appearing due to electrons and positive ions, which are recorded on a CRO. When voltage applied is increased, the pulses disappear and an average DC current is obtained. The graph shows here a typical current growth curve in a Townsend discharge. The graph is plotted between current and voltage. In the initial portion T0, the current increases slowly but unsteadily with the voltage applied. In regions T1 and T2, the current increases steadily due to Townsend mechanism. Beyond T2, the current rises sharply and a spark occurs, causing a breakdown. Here we have one more graph. The graph is plotted between log I by I0 versus gap distance under constant electrical field E. The slope of initial portion of curve gives knowledge of alpha. By knowing alpha and gamma, the values can be found for the graph. For a distance of d1s, we can get a curve for E1. For a curve of E2, we can obtain for distance d2s. Similarly, for distance d3s, we can get the value of E3. Breakdown in electronegative gases. Gases in which attachment plays an active role is called electronegative gases. It is the process that gives high breakdown strength to a gas in which free electron gets attached to a neutral atom or molecules to form negative ions. Attachment process is encountered in gases in two ways. First, direct attachment, in which electron directly attaches to form a negative ion. This which is given by AB plus E, which gives AB minus. In a dissociative attachment, in which gas molecules split into their consecutive atoms and the electronegative atom forms a negative ion, AB plus E, which gives A plus B minus. So, when we frame an equation for such gases, the Townsend current growth equation is modified to include ionization current and attachment. Eta here acts as attachment coefficient. The equation can be given by I is equal to I naught into alpha by alpha minus eta into exponential alpha minus eta into alpha into d minus eta upon alpha minus eta upon 1 minus gamma alpha upon alpha minus eta into exponential alpha minus eta into d minus 1. If the gases can be deduced for attaching gases, we can take the denominator equation and equate by deducing the equation. A graph is shown here which is plotted between E by P20 versus eta by P. Here P20 refers to values of pressure reduced to 20 degrees Celsius. Various gases and their curves are shown here for attachment. Time lag for breakdown. The time difference between application of voltage is sufficient to cross breakdown, and the occurrence of breakdown itself is called as time lag. For breakdown to occur, applied voltage should be greater than static breakdown voltage Vs. Hence, del V is equal to V minus Vs is called over voltage, and ratio of V by Vs is called impulse ratio. A graph is shown here which is plotted for variation of time with over voltage del V. The volt time characteristics of different electrical apparatus which are very important in insulation configuration are shown. For a time t having two different voltages, the collapse of voltage occurs beyond this particular voltage value. Another graph is plotted between time and impulse voltage, which shows impulse voltage time to flashover characteristics. It can be seen that a rod gap will protect a bushing, whereas a spear gap will protect the complete protection of a transformer against high voltage surges. Steamer theory of breakdown in gases. There was found to have certain drawbacks in Townsend mechanism. They were: current growth occurs as a result of ionization process only, but in practice Breakdown voltages were found to depend on pure gas pressure and geometry of gap. Second, the mechanism predicts time lag of order 10 to the power minus 5 second, while in actual practice breakdown was observed to occur at very short time period of 10 to the power minus 8 second. Also, it predicts very diffused form of discharge. But in actual practice, the discharge were found to be filamentary and irregular. Hence, to overcome these drawbacks, streamer theory predicted the development of a spark discharge directly from a single avalanche, in which space charge developed by avalanche itself transfer the avalanche into a plasma streamer. The field produced by space charge at radius r can be given by the equation Er is equal to 5.27 into 10 to the power minus 7 exponential alpha x upon x by p raised to power half volt per centimeter. Here alpha is Townsend's first ionization coefficient, P is gas power in torr, X is the distance between streamer to gap. The minimum breakdown is obtained when ER is equal to E and X is equal to D. A figure is shown here to explain the effect of space charge produced by an avalanche on the applied electric field. A single electron starting at cathode builds up ionization causing avalanche that crosses the gap. The electrons in the avalanche move very fast compared with the positive ions. By the time electrode reaches anode, the positive ions are virtually in their original position and form a positive space charge at the anode. This enhances the field and the secondary avalanches are formed from few electrons produced due to photoionization in the space charge region. This occurs near anode where the space charge is maximum. This results in further increase in space charge. This process is very fast and the positive charge extends to cathode very rapidly, resulting in formation of a streamer. As soon as streamer tip approaches the cathode, a cathode spot is formed and a stream of electrons rush from cathode to neutralize positive space charge in the streamer. The result is a spark and the spark breakdown has occurred. The three successive stages in the development of a streamer are shown here. The first figure shows the stage when avalanche has crossed the gap. Second figure shows streamer has crossed half the length of gap, and the third figure shows that the gap has been bridged by a conducting channel. Here we have Pascal's law. The breakdown criterion in a gas can be given by equation lambda into exponential alpha d minus 1 is equal to 1, where coefficients of alpha and nu are functions of E by P. Alpha is Townsend's first ionization coefficient. Gamma is secondary ionization coefficient. E is electric field. P is pressure. alpha by P can be given as F1 into E by P, while nu is equal to F2 into E by D. Also, we know E is equal to voltage by distance D. Substituting for E in the expression for alpha and nu, the results we get are F2 into V by PD into exponential PD F1 V by PD minus 1 is equal to 1, which gives V is equal to F into PD. This equation shows relation between voltage and PD, implies that the breakdown voltage varies as the product PD varies. Knowing the nature of function F1 and F2, we can rewrite this equation. This equation is called as Paschen's law. The graph here shows the dependence of breakdown voltage on cathode material for various elements that are barium, magnesium, aluminium. The graph is plotted between PD and breakdown voltage V. Thank you.